The acquisition of WideOpenWest by Cogeco's American subsidiary, Atlantic Broadband, could well mark a pivotal moment in the positioning of the Quebec cable operator, which wants to increase its presence in the cable market in the United States, anticipates Aravinda Galappatthige of Canaccord Genuity. This US $1.125 billion US dollar transaction will allow him to acquire infrastructure in Ohio that generated US $244 million in revenues during the fiscal year ended March 31. If this transaction had taken place during this period, earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation and amortization, EBITDA, from this synergy would have been $103 million, reports the analyst. It will also increase the consolidated EBITDA obtained through cable distribution activities in the United States from 42% to 48%. That's why Canaccord Genuity is increasing its projections for the company, increasing its 12-month net debt to EBITDA ratio from 2.2 to 3.1 times by the first quarter of 2022. This acquisition, subject to regulatory approval, is expected to close during the same quarter. It will allow Atlantic Broadband to become the 8th largest cable service provider in the country, recalls the analyst. Since this transaction is expected to increase its debt level to 5 times, and the company will probably have to find other means to make future acquisitions, Aravinda Galappatthige anticipates a split of Cogeco's U.S. activities, which could have a beneficial effect on the company's earnings per share according to her. Aravinda Galappatthige therefore revises her target price for Cogeco stock upwards from $126 to $127. Canaccord Genuity increases the enterprise value to EBITDA ratio of its U.S. assets from a multiple of 8 times to a multiple of 8.5 times, while its Canadian division has remained at a multiple of 6.25 times.